major AI customer next year. It looks like it's OpenAI. And the CEO Hock Tan has agreed, who's like 73 years old, by the way, has agreed to stick around until 2030. And his retention incentives are all around AI revenues that get to some very big numbers by the end of the decade if he hits his targets, as much as $120 billion. With nvidia, we had the OpenAI investment, I guess a few weeks ago, which actually gave people a little bit of pause at first. But at the same time, the first tranche of that doesn't even come until next year, which suggests that OpenAI is going to be buying from them for quite a while. And then you start to see some of the numbers that OpenAI themselves is starting to throw out, and the Oracle RPO number that was just, hundreds of billions of dollars. It's becoming increasingly clear, I think, that the party is still going, at least for now. And I've said for a long time, at some point, there will probably be an air pocket or something. It has to be, but it's not now. It's not this year. Doesn't look like it's next year. It may not be 2027. For now, I think these can still work.
The headline numbers seem great, Stacey, but when you think about sustainability, how do you think about the ability of these companies to pay NVIDIA in terms of financing costs, the energy bottlenecks that could be faced if we do want to reach sort of these targets being thrown out by an OpenAI, et cetera? Are there bottlenecks like that you factor into the story, or you don't?
Yeah, so in terms of like how can all this be paid for now, at least, like the companies are doing most of the spending are the largest, most profitable, well-funded companies in the history of mankind, right? They have money to spend right now, and they basically said, like, we're going to do this come hell or high water. So at least for now, that is still going. If you talk about future bottlenecks, the one that you mentioned that I think a lot of people are worried about or watching is power. This is these things do use a lot of power, and the bigger you build, the more power they use. And you can look at at least electrical capacity in the U.S. It hasn't grown very much over the last 20 years. That's got to happen. Now, at the same time, though, a lot of the customers that are doing these purchases, they are trying to secure power now, and they're doing it years in advance, 3, 4, 5 years in advance of even taking the hardware and building the data center. So this is something that at least is not a surprise to the folks in the industry that are doing this building. But if you're looking for the one thing that probably will have to come to play in a much bigger way than we've seen in the past, it probably is the energy situation.